Hello, I'm Lawrence, and this is a short tutorial on the role and the mechanics of being the CEO of your team in Shopper Mogul. So first of all, congratulations on being appointed to the role as CEO. I'm assuming you are if you're watching this tutorial. This is clearly a big honor, and I'm sure that you're the best person for the job. So, like all other parts of the simulation, you can access the page for the CEO through the web browser. Now, either from the landing page, you can go into your company offices through using this large Manage Company button, or up at the top at any time, you've got the Manage button up there. If you click either of them, it'll take you to your company's offices. Now, from here, you can access any of the 5 different offices in your company. None of these are actually locked. It's strongly recommended that you do appoint specific people to the different roles, but actually you are able to walk into any of these offices providing you are a member of the team. So just before we go in, a few things to spot from the company management page. You can see from here some core information about what your current performance of the company is, what market share you're achieving, what your rank in the market is. So all black, I'm afraid, means not great news for this company. And you can also see your company P&L from here. I'm not going to click on it right now because it's also visible from within the CEO page. Now, the CEO has a number of really important roles in the game. First of all, the CEO's job is actually to coordinate the role of the rest of the team. So one of the things you can do mechanically from your page is allocate tasks. So as you can see, for each of your directors, you have a table where you can click and say which person you want to put into that role. Now, the other areas that you can do, you can edit your company's mission and vision. Now, at the start of the game, all that you'll have is some very generic sort of bump information about your company in here as your company mission. Now, come the end of the game, you may be looking to justify what your company has done and what vision did you set out? Did you deliver on it? Were you consistent? So your company's vision and mission, mechanically it doesn't affect how the game works. But it's quite important that your team does spend some time at the start thinking about what you actually want to achieve and how you're going to achieve it. So, as I say, do spend some time. Your company vision, it should be short and punchy. It should really be your definition of what success is all about. In business, there's no one definition. It's not always about share price. But whatever it is you're aiming to achieve, make sure you lay it out clearly here. Now, your company mission, that's how you're going to achieve it. So, where do you intend to play? What are the key things that you're going to focus on in order to win? So lay out in here, what are the things that you're going to focus on? And again, it's useful later on in the game as a check on whether you're not just chasing every opportunity, but being true to what you set out to achieve as a company. So other things you can do from here. The most important mechanically is the CEO is responsible for setting the category strategy. So basically, for each of the categories currently active in the game, you can define what your company's policy towards it is. This is basically your intention to engage. Now, there are a number of different strategies that you have on offer. Broadly speaking, these are, you can either aim to grow in this category, to defend your current position, to milk what you've currently got, and accept a gradual decline, or just to ignore the category or even exit it. Now, none of these choices by themselves make any difference to the shopper. Whether you sell products comes down to whether shoppers going into virtual shops pick up your products. Whatever you write on your strategy page doesn't change their decisions. However, what you write here, what you choose here, does limit the options available to the rest of your management team. So what does this mean? If you choose grow, that means that you're telling your management team, focus here, I want to actually expand our presence, get more consumers into our portfolio. Unless you set a strategy of grow, your marketing director will not be allowed to launch new brands in this market. If you set a strategy to defend, then that means that you don't want to launch any new brands, you're not seeking to acquire new consumers, but you are prepared to spend money, even quite aggressively, in order to maintain your current position in the marketplace. So what does that mean? It means you can't launch new brands, but you can reposition existing brands. You can launch new packs on existing brands. You can spend money to get your product distributed. By contrast, if you choose milk or ignore, you're actually seriously restricting the options of your team, which is a way of making sure that they don't accidentally spend money that you didn't want to. If you choose milk, then you're not able to launch not just no new brands, you also can't launch any new packs. You're not even allowed to engage in renovation projects on existing brands in the marketplace. So milk is very much a strategy to follow if this isn't a category you're choosing to focus on, but you're currently making money and you just want it to carry on flowing. And if other people come and steal your lunch, you're okay with that. You'd rather that happened than your management team wasted their time and your money trying to defend your portfolio. The final option is exit. Now again, exit doesn't cause your products to disappear from the market, but it does tell your finance director that actually this is a category that you would like to completely dispose of all of your assets in. Now, when we talk about assets in Shopper Mogul, we basically mean brands. So you're sending a message to your finance director to say, please go out, check the market, see whether anybody wants to buy our brands in this market, and maybe at least we can make some short-term cash from selling them. So those are the different strategies you set. Do spend some time at the start of the game thinking about them. Mechanically, this affects the choices available to the rest of your team more than anything else. So it's important to give some serious thought to. You do also, as the CEO, have a couple of charts permanently available to you. So one of them is an extract from the stock market. So at any given time, you can see how the share price of your company is doing, how your company's market capitalization is growing. You can also see at any given time how your market share is performing. So which categories are you taking volume in, and how are you stacking up against the other competitors in the market? Now this chart is also in the Insights section, but as the CEO, you have permanent visibility of that from your homepage. So what else is there? You can look straight at your company's P&L. This is the top part of this, number of shoppers, sales volume, market share. This tells you your share of volume that your company is achieving. And then below that, you've got the financial summary. So how much revenue achieving, how much gross margin is that converting into, and then after your company's investment decisions, how much profit are you taking out at the end of that? So again, this is all information really to help you understand whether your decisions are working, whether your investments are turning into a healthier P&L and a higher share price. So the very last thing you can do is you can actually set KPIs for your team. Now the two key ones are, you can say what your objective is to achieve in terms of your ranking based on either market value or revenue. So if you're top line focused, you would set a target here. Say I want to get, currently we're in 6th place in this company. Maybe our aspiration is to be first on revenue. If you're aiming for market capitalization, this is where you'd set your strategy for that. Again, these don't mechanically suddenly make you in that position, but it sends a message to your team of what you're focusing on. So those are the key decisions that you need to be thinking about at the start of the game as the CEO. You also have links here to each of your other directors' pages. So if you want to go and check in on what they're doing, just click on their page and you can go and check on their decisions. So I hope that's useful, and good luck. I wish you well.